Welcome everybody to a beautiful day in Honduras as we take a look at Honduras versus British Virgin Islands in this CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers. It's all a part of being the road to Australia and New Zealand, as Honduras hosts the second match day here in Group E. 83 degrees, slight wind, but a beautiful day here in San Pedro Sula. Group E looks like this. Cuba and Haiti with large margins of victory in both of their games. One of those games, Cuba over the British Virgin Islands, scoring 14 goals. Cuba and Haiti lead top of this group. One team will advance to the CONCACAF Women's Championship this summer, taking place in Monterrey, Mexico. A lot on the line here as Honduras will face the British Virgin Islands. And as the teams make their way onto the pitch, we will progress with the national anthems from both Honduras and the British Virgin Islands. And I will be back with starting lineups and the kickoff in just a few minutes.
La bienvenida a los equipos nacionales de Honduras y de las Vírgenes Británicas.
Welcome back in to the Estadio Francisco Morazán here in San Pedro Sula, Honduras, as Honduras gets set to host British Virgin Islands in the second match day of Group E. Honduras, coached by Juan Carlos Tenorio, will have Sherry Arzu in net, captaining the squad. A number of changes for them, 5 in total from their first match day, including Trumali Ramirez up top for them, second cap for her, substitute in that first game. She gets the nod from the beginning. The British Virgin Islands stand with pride in their starting 11 photo. For Honduras, wearing the all-white kits at home today. La H Femenina looking sharp and ready for this one. Today's referee will be Lizette Garcia from Mexico. A mixture of referees, but the 31-year-old will be in the middle. She's nearing her way to 100 games refereed in Liga MX Femenina. So experienced referee is Lizette Garcia, and she'll be in charge of this one. The referees fist bump and make their way to their spots. For the British Virgin Islands and head coach Wayne Phillip, they'll be captained by the 16-year-old Ariel Mohammed, playing in the back line there. Brittany Peters will get her first cap in net, making 3 changes from their first game in Group E just a few days ago. Both of these squads looking for their first victory in the Concacaf Women's Qualifiers. It's a great opportunity for them here today. So we're getting set to be underway here in Honduras. Thanks for joining me. I'm Jordan Angeli. Should be a good one here at the Estadio Francisco Morazán. Lizette Garcia gets us underway, and Honduras will have the ball first in their all-white kits. The British Virgin Islands in the yellow. Far side, Reyes. Now centrally, Kimberly Diaz switches the point. Honduras up the near side. It's Christian Giron looking for the run of Linda Moncada. Moncada can't get up to speed with the pass of the ball. Honduras wins it back off of a goal kick from British Virgin Islands. That's Jasmine Cox in a big tackle there, the 29-year-old up top for BVI. Kendra Haylock scoops the ball away and gets tackled in transition. It's originally taken down by Zolita Bramford, the 16-year-old, one of the youngsters on this BVI team. It's going to be Honduras's Barbara Murillo. Second start for her, and her second cap for Honduras. She plays this one into the mix, just out of the reach there of Trumali Ramirez. Ramirez was a substitute in the last game, earned herself a yellow card in just about 20 minutes of play. That's going to be offside for Miriam Martinez. Martinez slips through a couple of defenders, but it might not have been offside. It might have been a call for trying to get a foul called against her. Here's Honduras on the dribble. Martinez wants it. Excuse me, that's Ramirez. She hits it off the post, hands go to her mouth. But the AR's flag was up, and even if it would have gone in there, wouldn't have counted. So you can see the run from Trumali Ramirez, just found herself offside. Number 17 for Honduras. Ramirez, 21-year-old. The British Virgin Islands haven't played very many international matches before this tournament. It's a great opportunity for them, as the CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers is made up of 30 teams within the CONCACAF region. There's a whole restructuring of the women's side in CONCACAF back in 2019 to give more opportunities to countries to play in these competitive matches, especially when it comes to World Cup qualifiers. This is the fruits of the labor of longtime Canadian international Karina LeBlanc, who, when working for CONCACAF, knew that these opportunities were important for all the countries in the region. Now we see the British Virgin Islands reaping the benefits of that. They're throwing, kicked out of bounds. There was a whistle from Garcia. It's offside, but it's on a throw-in, so maybe it was the second pass there. Not quite sure, but the ball's at Honduras, and we're playing out of the back. Dani Reyes finds Diaz. That pass to Martinez on the far side doesn't connect. It'll be restarted by Ana Villadares. British Virgin Islands break up the play for Honduras. Honduras starts down the near side. Moncada. Now Giron. Cross goes away from Ramirez, and she just takes out Brittany Peters. Peters getting her first cap for her home country. Her first call to action is a tough one as she just gets taken out by Trumali Ramirez, who was offside once again. A huge collision between those two. Good look at the head coach of Honduras, Juan Carlos Tenorio. Both these teams eager to get their first win in qualifying. As Peters continues to get evaluated after that heavy challenge. Looks like Peters will be all right to continue. They did have Kimberly Smith start the last game. She's available off the bench today. Sent back into the mix and headed to the goalkeeper by Kelsey Brickwood. British Virgin Islands trying to play out of the back. Unsuccessfully, and here comes Honduras. Regain possession high in their own attacking third. Good effort on the volley by Kendra Haylock. Gets it on frame, but not enough to challenge Peters. Peters' punt goes straight to Valladares. And here comes Ramirez on the dribble, gets taken away. And a quick transition on for British Virgin Islands. Alicia King nearing that through ball to Jasmine Cox. Near side, Haylock, Peters comes out to grab it. Good footwork in the middle. That's Kezia Gums. Gums, the 27-year-old, one of the veterans on the squad. 4 players for British Virgin Islands, 17 or younger in the starting 11. Gums started both games now. She picks up this one. Heavy touch. Teammates try to help her, and it's sent up the field in between a seam in the back line, but goes all the way to Peters. 10th minute. We're in San Pedro Sula in Honduras. The beautiful Estadio Francisco Morazán. Holds about 18,000 people, does this venue. As the Honduran women proud to host a World Cup qualifier, their home country. And Linda Moncada chases this down in the corner. Chops it back to Haylock. Haylock looking for a back heel, and it's defended well by Zolita Bramford, one of those 16-year-olds. Pushes it over the end line. It's going to be the first corner kick of the game for Honduras. Haylock is gonna walk away from the corner and leave it for Barbara Murillo, near post, but Peters wasn't challenged by anybody. Shot a couple of easy scoop ups so far in this one. Here's Murillo. She's really looking for a shot there. The near post was wide open. Sent forward by Murillo. Looking for Martinez. She saves it. Goes one-on-one on the end line. Gets tangled up. No foul, says Garcia. Honduras keeps it in their attacking third. Ball sent into the box, but Peters, again, takes that one into her arms easily. Gabrielle Germain, number 7 for British Virgin Islands, on the right side, unable to connect. This looks like a 4-4-2 for British Virgin Islands. They're gonna have to defend here. Haylock. First touch gets away from her, but she gets on the end of it. Now it's Tobias. That little touch proved to be important by Alicia King. He's one of those 2 front runners. Jasmine Cox connects centrally. Gums. It's gonna be difficult to beat Sherry Arzu from distance from there. So you get a good look at Gums. Arzu's 4th cap for Honduras in net. Wearing the red kit. Some good passing from Honduras out of the back. It connects to the far side. Good pass over the top. Moncada with the initial touch. What a recovery run. Saved. Out of the back of the net by a sliding British Virgin Islands player. It looked like, oh, it was actually the goalkeeper, Brittany Peters. That replay, Linda Moncada, number 10 for Honduras. Looked like she touched it potentially with her hand there. Maybe she got her head on it, but her arm looked to be in an awkward position. Would think if she plays it with her hand there in such a dangerous position in front of net, has to be a yellow, as we see some treatment on the pitch for a British Virgin Islands player. Linda Moncada maybe got away with something. Maybe we'll see some emotions from her as she comes over to the bench. She gets a sip of water. No one seems to be reacting, so maybe it wasn't a handball. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. 15-minute here in Honduras as both teams get a little water. Here's a look at it. And that is definitely her hand. Slapping the ball away. Moncada getting away with a handball there. She's trying to make something happen for this Honduran squad. 15th minute. It was Kara Lewis getting the medical attention. She was a substitute in the last game, played about 23 minutes. She Finds her way to the sideline after some treatment. We'll see if she is able to continue. If not, it's worth telling you about the substitution rules. 5 substitutions per side allowed in these qualifiers. Those can be used over 3 substitution windows. Halftime is not included. So we'll see if British Virgin Islands have to dip into that early, or if Lewis is able to continue. Far side, we've restarted. Sent across. A shot from distance, and that was Honduran playing good in the worst of it. Looked like Tobias there, one of the holding midfielders for Honduras. Martinez going 1v1. Doesn't like what she sees and just keeps possession. Go all the way back to their back line. Reyes. Now hit her on. First pass didn't work, so she tried again. From distance, Peters is right there to bring it in. Here's the shot from distance. Had some good power on it, but not enough dip to beat Peters. Martinez. Now Diaz onto her right foot. Some good foot skills from Diaz. The combination is slightly off. Doesn't matter, the high press from Haylock and Moncada keep the ball. And Moncada picks it up. Here's Haylock on the dribble. Has runners in the box. Defended well by Gums. Now it's Cox. She'll get it back. Oh, good move by Cox. Near side. Couple of step overs. Haylock gets it back, or almost did. Moncada and Haylock look to pressure. Fahy with some good dribbling out of the back. Now it's Keely Brickwood, gets it taken off her foot. Ramirez. Ramirez still. Ramirez! Saved by Peters again. She kept it in bounds. She hits a clap from Makeda Fahy, one of her center backs, as Peters does all the hard work on the shot by Ramirez. It's good strength by Ramirez, getting past the first player. Might have had a little better option to go far post there with her left foot. Ops near and right. In the end, saved by Peters. Here's Martinez. Again, wants the foul, gets the ball back. Martinez doesn't challenge Peters with that one. British Virgin Islands been trying to play out of the back. Done so successfully a couple of times. It's only one way you continue to get better at it is keep trying. The movement off the ball has been good. But the pressure from Honduras has been just that much better. They regain possession. That one from Deborah Tobias doesn't connect. Bamford. One of the number of players who plays for Willis FC in British Virgin Islands. She'll be on the throw-in again here. Juan Carlos Tenorio looking on, giving some hand signals to his forwards. Tobias wins it back. Does some good work to regain possession. Ramirez sends it straight up. Valladares looking for Martinez. Pushed out of bounds by Keely Brickwood, 30-year-old. The oldest player on this British Virgin Islands team is Keely Brickwood. Has some defending to do here. Martinez. Peters, what a punch. She hit the post on the way down, but hope she's all right. That was a great save by Peters. Here's the shot from Martinez, just looping it to the back post, and there's the contact with the post after the save by Peters. That can't feel good. She'll receive some treatment yet again. Had a big collision early in the match with a player and now with a post. Kimberly Smith, the other goalkeeper for British Virgin Islands, just gets a little warm up in just in case, but how about that punch? No fear in it, eyes only on the ball. I'd have paid the worst price for it as Peters runs into the post in the aftermath. Kimberly Smith there warming up. Started the last game. There was 3 total changes for the British Virgin Islands, one of those being in net. Kara Lewis and Alicia King, the other 2 changes. Peters looks to be all right. It's going to be a corner kick after that one. For Barbara Murillo. Second start in these qualifiers. She got a yellow card last game. Good looking ball sent to the near post, and Peters is back up in action with another save. It's really been all Honduras in these first 25 minutes. I'm Jordan Angeli. Thanks for joining us for this CONCACAF Group E Women's Qualifiers. 4 shots for Honduras, but the possession has been heavily in their attacking half. For these 30 teams in the women's qualifiers, it's broken up into 6 groups of 5. This is Group E. Currently, Cuba and Haiti on the top of this. This is a shot, not enough on it. Arzu picks it up, but that's a good look. Jasmine Cox has been available for this British Virgin Islands squad in transition. Trying to make something of that one. Haylock goes 1v1, and it's disrupted by the British Virgin Islands. One back by Honduras. Looking for Ramirez. That shot near post. Kimberly Diaz with pride goes and celebrates in front of her home fans. Big smiles from Diaz as she takes the shot from distance. With all the pride, she points to the H on her chest. Some fans in the stands. As she originally looked for Ramirez, it pops back out to her, and she opts for a shot from distance off the half volley, dips it up and over, just beating Peters. I think on a quick reaction there from Diaz. She makes it 1-0 here for Honduras in the 28th minute. Far side. Valladares unable to catch up to it. She'll get the throw in here. Finds Ramirez in space. Connects with Moncada. Tobias finds the goal scorer Diaz, and she switches the point. Haylock to the end line. Haylock, does she get there? Not in time for it to stay in bounds. The fans here at Estadio Francisco Morazán enjoying the work from their home squad, Honduras there. So they switched from left to right, combined and attacked. A lot to cheer for. 28th minute goal by Kimberly Diaz. Puts the home squad up 1-0. The first goal Honduras has scored in this qualifying tournament. Here's the goal scorer. Diaz pushes it to the wing. Shot from distance again. That's going to go wide. That time it was Martinez. Doesn't get it on frame to challenge Peters. Martinez likes dribbling inside, bringing it to her right foot there on the left. Gums gets a flick on the initial ball. See a little frustration from her. Martinez and Ramirez pressing there, as is Haylock. Gums looking to clean up the scraps. Good press from cheek there. All the way back is Honduras to their goalkeeper. 1-0 goal, 27th by Kimberly Diaz. Brickwood's clearance gets deflected, and with that ball off the referee, we're gonna get a restart. Murillo. Still Murillo. Murillo going the distance. Wanted it on her right. Couldn't cut it back. Diaz. To the back post. Peters punches it away and gets a rebound. Ooh, missed punt there by Peters. Falls to Moncada. You see the last save by Peters, and by the sound of it, that ball did not make its way on frame from Moncada. Second cap for Linda Moncada. Afagum. Now it's Tobias. A little combination with Diaz. The runs on the far post aren't there for Honduras. They keep it in. Honduras at home, feeling confident. A lot of the possession. Passing it around here. Diaz, ooh, little roll on the bottom of her foot. She goes for another off the post. What a save by Peters. She might have to make another save. Ramirez saved off the line. Peters with a couple of huge saves for the British Virgin Islands. As Diaz scored one from distance just a few minutes ago, she goes again. That little touch by Peters is enough. Ramirez. Second shot goes straight into Peters. She was in the right place, ready for the rebound. Just not the precision she needed. So the 25th game now played in this CONCACAF women's qualifying. There's 2 qualification windows happening where each team will play a home and away game. The second qualification window will be in April, depending on the squads, about April 6th through the 12th, where each team will play 2 games. As Honduras wins it again. Honduras played Haiti in their first game back on February 17th. Sent it to the far post. Haylock wanted to go first time. It's a tough ask with the ball running away from you like that. But that game on February 17th, as you get a look at the timing of the run by Haylock. Haiti lost at in Santo Domingo Haiti won in Santo Domingo against Honduras 6-0. Honduras with their first goal of qualifying back in the 27th minute. It was Diaz. Put that away for them. Juan Carlos Tenorio, their head coach, has to be happy with the way his squad has come out in this one at home. They'll also host St. Vincent and the Grenadines at home on April 12th after they go to Cuba on the 8th of April. Here comes the British Virgin Islands. Cox behind her foot with that one. She gets poked away, but they regain possession. Here's Gum. Gum senses the defender. She was looking for the overlap run of Cheek. Now she'll get it. Bamford. Now Cheek. From distance, shot gets blocked. She's trying to get possession back. She does. Sends it up in the air, and her teammates try to help her settle it, but it's gonna go in the way of Honduras here. Numbers streaming forward. It's the far side. Moncada with Brickwood on her back. Connects with Martinez from distance. Peters comfortably controls that one. Big win by Dania Reyes. Ramirez bulldozing her way through the back line. There's one more game happening right now, about 10 minutes into that one, as Suriname hosts Anguilla. Both those teams in Group A. One team advancing from each of the 6 groups. This CONCACAF women's qualifying. Those 6 teams will make their way to the CONCACAF women's qualifiers this summer. Ball sent to the back post, push up and over by Peters. Great work again by the goalkeeper for the British Virgin Islands. Another corner kick for Honduras. Watch the footwork of Peters here. Adjusts, pushes up and over. Really great work. She had extra protection on her back post by her defender, Germain. Near side, Honduras. Haylock, a diving Ramirez. It goes to Martinez. There's 4 players for the British Virgin Islands in her way. Moncada, back heel, brings in Reyes, Ramirez, and now Peters. Honduras wins it back. Diaz goes again from distance. Didn't dip enough. It's a good look at Dania Reyes. Giron wins that one off her head. Just under 5 here. in this first half. Honduras hosts the British Virgin Islands in this CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers. Good looking attack on the far side, trying to bring in Germain. Gabrielle Germain. Hasn't been much built up in the attack from the British Virgin Islands. They're defending well as a unit. They're gonna have to do some more defending. Ramirez on the dribble, poked away and then cleared out of bounds by Peters. Oh, it's not gonna go out of bounds. Kept in. Martinez has 3 players in the box, but a number of yellow jerseys. Top of the box. Shot gets deflected and takes all the sting off of it. Back to the goalkeeper. Sherry Arzu connects. Honduras with a goal in the 27th minute by Kimberly Diaz. She's making herself available, but they go over top of her head. Now it's Martinez. Gets past Brickwood. Keely Brickwood pushes it over the end line. Some tough defending by her. You can hear some of the communication by the players for the British Virgin Islands, picked up by those field mics there. Brittany Peters. It's been good off of her line today. This punt finds the head of Zinachiek. Garcia looked like she was motioning somebody on from the sideline. We're gonna get a restart here. Far side. Seems to be a player down for the British Virgin Islands. It's Kara Lewis. Again, she got some treatment early on in the match with an inhaler. Now she gets some more treatment from the athletic training staff. It looked like international signal for substitution after that one. I think they're trying to cool her down a little bit as we're in the last minute of regulation here in the first 45. The hard hat medical staff comes on to potentially bring Kara Lewis off. Brittany Peters takes this time to just take a load off. And you hope that everything's all right with Kara Lewis. Gets stretchered off the field. The hard hats looked like they had CIA written on them. I liked the medical staff in full uniform there. We're going to see 3 minutes added to the end of the first half here. That'll be our first substitution of the match. Kara Lewis isn't able to continue. Ball in the mix, falls to Diaz. She has one, can't make it two. Great save by Peters. Jakisha Rigobert comes in for Kara Lewis. There's a scramble in the box. Well played by Fahy. Ramirez has it again. Now Haywood looking to find her teammate. What a nice little combination. Moncada can't get enough on it to beat Peters, and she's got to be the woman of the match here in the first 45. As Haylock slipping the ball through to Moncada. She slides, doesn't get enough on it to push it past the goalkeeper. Ramirez, now Haylock. That one goes up and over. Rigobert was also a substitute in the last game for the British Virgin Islands and looked to have some pace with carrying off Kara Lewis. You just hope that she's all right. The signal from the training staff for a substitution, and the ice on her forehead makes you worried about what potentially is going on. So we hope the best there for Lewis. She was replaced by Rigobert. Gums tries to find King, and that's going to be the end of the first 45 minutes here in San Pedro Sula, as the home squad Honduras with at the foot of Kimberly Diaz, number 20, lead the visitors, the British Virgin Islands, 1-0 at halftime. I'll be back with highlights and stats from the first 45 just after this. Welcome back. Halftime here in San Pedro Sula, Honduras, between the hosts, La H Femenino Honduras, and visitors, the British Virgin Islands. First 45 was filled with a lot of work from Honduras. Some of that work, maybe not legal. This one with the hand from Moncada. It's really been Brittany Peters, the goalkeeper for the British Virgin Islands, who's been the star. She's made a number of good saves to keep her squad just 1-0 in this one, but the difference was this. Kimberly Diaz, off a deflection from her intended pass to Ramirez up front. She scoops up the second ball, and off the half volley, pings it with her right foot to the near post, and the crowd cheered her on. Peters again making big saves. Not just one, but two on this one. A diving save from Ramirez in the end, and it was Diaz trying to make things happen again off the post. A little touch from Peters. 17 total shots for Honduras in the first 45 minutes. Just a number of those on frame. 10 of them, 9 saves for Peters. Couple of offsides. Mostly on Ramirez, right in the first couple of minutes, just eager to get in behind. But 1-0, the host Honduras lead the British Virgin Islands after 45 minutes. The teams prep in the Welcome back in as our center official, Lizette Garcia, checks and makes sure we have 22 players on the pitch, getting ready for the second 45 between Honduras and the British Virgin Islands. 1-0. 27th-minute goal by Kimberly Diaz. That's the difference right now. As we're underway. British Virgin Islands in the yellow kits, Honduras in the all white. I'm Jordan Angeli. Thanks for joining me this beautiful day in San Pedro Sula. We're at the Estadio Francisco Morazán. The home squad, Honduras, had some loud cheers when Diaz scored their first goal of this qualification tournament back in the 27th minute. We're looking for more here. Martinez now. Moncada had the run of Haylock coming across the back line. Nothing comes of it. And Peters was really the star of the first 45 minutes. Making 16 saves. Excuse me, 9 saves. 17 total shots for Honduras, 10 of them going on frame. Here's Diaz, switches the point. Good overlap by Valladares, but instead it goes centrally. Moncada in behind the back line. This time sliding, Linda Moncada makes it 2 for Honduras. Big emotions from players on the pitch and their counterparts off the field as Linda Moncada has been effective in tight spaces, but just hasn't been able to find the back of the net here. She cuts back against the grain, gets away from the defender Fahy, and slides to get to her touch. And like that slide in the first half that went straight to Peters, this one goes straight into the back of the net. 2-0 Honduras. Part of that halftime talk by Juan Carlos Tenorio had to be about starting with some pace. The majority of the possession was at the feet of Honduras in the first 45, but only 1 goal to show for it. And now they're back for more. Haylock might have been offside. We'll see how this plays out. Punched over by Peters. Oh, she's been so good. Those diving punches as Haylock finds the head of Ramirez. The goalkeeper for the British Virgin Islands punches it up and over. A great save by her just minutes after second goal for Honduras. From the corner, near post, punched away by Peters. A nice volley at the top of the box. It was Giron. Peters again sacrificing to do as much as she can. Valladares. Now Moncada. Centrally on the juggle is Tobias. Diaz brings in the outside back. Far side. Here's Hiron. Can't get her foot around the outside of it. See Christian Hiron. Second cap. She's substitute in the first game for Honduras. Gets the start today. Hiron is one of the elders on this squad, 37-year-old. A couple of 33-year-olds on this Honduras squad as well. She's the oldest, though, playing right outside back. She fills in to help one of her center backs, Diana Reyes, who's doing some defending on the far side. And here comes Murillo. Murillo on the dribble. Taken away by the British Virgin Islands. Tough back pass. Nearly cost Honduras there. The pressure by Germain. Almost enough. Honduras comes right back through the center. Haylock going across the face of goal. Doesn't get on frame. Kendra Haylock started as one of 3 players up front on the right wing. There's been a lot more interchanging, though, here in the second 45 between her and Ramirez. Martinez, enough pressure to earn a corner kick for her squad. 7th corner of the match for Honduras. 2 goals, 20 minutes apart. One in the 27th minute, one in the 47th minute. Diaz. Punched away by Peters. Kenza Gums looking to play out of the backhand. A good 1-2. Here's Diaz. In behind. Oh. Diaz falls to her knees because that would have been quite the combination between her and Moncada. Both have a goal. Moncada was looking for 2. She just pulls off the defender here. It was smart play as both players from the British Virgin Islands dropping into their 6. She just occupies that space. They were leaving open between the 6 and the 12. Honduras with the throw in here. 54th minute. Tobias tries to go first time. Can't connect. Tobias gets it back. As Haylock plays her. Again. From distance was Truimali Ramirez. Substitute in the last game. This is her 2nd cap. Her last game against Haiti, she had a yellow card in the match as well. As Diaz wins the first ball. Here's Haylock. Gums. There's some tough defending. Gums draws the foul. The British Virgin Islands, this is such a good opportunity for them. Head coach Wayne Phillip Their entire coaching staff just had a weekend to prep, a training camp before they went off and played their last game on February 19th last week. They hosted Cuba. It's a difficult one, 14-0. This Gum gets some treatment. The staff of British Virgin Islands talked about how this is such a good learning opportunity to play in these Concacaf World Cup qualifiers. Let's take a look back at the last goal scored by Moncada. This is a learning opportunity. This is a squad in the British Virgin Islands who hasn't played any games together. A lot of them playing on the same club teams back at home. But when it comes to representing your nation, this is something that is new to all of them. We're soaking it all in. This opportunity to play internationally, and they know that we want it to help them develop a mindset that this will continue to help them develop so they can get to that next level. As Gums limps her way off the field on the near side. Kezia Gums, number 10 for British Virgin Islands, has been feisty in the midfield for them. There will be a substitution. It won't be Gums. It's going to be Gabrielle Germain coming off. And Morgan Kreke, excuse me, coming in. And then Olivia Messam comes in for the British Virgin Islands as well. That might have been for Gums. We'll see who that is for as Honduras continues to attack. Shot from distance here, Mirano Martinez. Second substitution, excuse me, was for Honduras. We'll get that information to you as soon as we can. Moncada, top of the box, Haylock onto her right. Wanted to dip it up and in to the far post. Here's a substitution for Honduras. It's going to be Giselle Guzman coming on. Giron will come off and replaced by Kimberly Lopez. And Ana Vallarades came off for Giselle Guzman. Far side, just out of the reach of Kimberly Lopez, who just came into the game. She started the last match. Honduras all the way back to their goalkeeper. The first substitutions of the match used there. 2 of the possible 5. Still have 2 sub windows available. It's Murillo on the dribble. Near side. Martinez is called offside, it looks like there. It does look like Kezia Gums has come off the field. You get to see Morgan Criquet. Messam replaced Gums. Big challenge there, goes in favor of British Virgin Islands. Martinez, the guilty party. Mohammed looks to find the feet of King. It'll be the first corner kick for the British Virgin Islands. 63rd minute. An opportunity here for them to try to get something back. Cut the lead in half. It's Cox on the corner kick. Headed away. Honduras will look to spring a counter through Moncada. Now it's Martinez on the near side. Moncada, Martinez, Haylock. Couldn't get enough on it. And British Virgin Islands can get some players behind the ball. Good run on the far side. It's a substitute Lopez. Peters, right place, right time. Grabs it in her hands. It's Keely Brickwood, 30-year-old center back. Down. She gets some assistance from center forward Jasmine Cox. Looks like getting a little stretch there. Head coach Wayne Phillip for the British Virgin Islands looks on. There's Cox. It's been a good front runner for them. Has held up the play numerous times. Good opportunity. End of the first half. Brickwood continues to work out the left leg, make sure she's all right to continue. As Murillo and Haylock figure out how they're gonna get another one for Honduras. Goal in the 27th minute from Kimberly Diaz. 47th minute, just after halftime, Linda Mancada made it 2. Center official Lizette Garcia, 31-year-old Mexican referee. Drops the ball and we get back underway in Honduras. Second great game for both of these teams in Group E play. There's a good look at the scoring summary. Ramirez with a fake shot. She pushes it past her defender. Oh, almost snuck it in the near post. Chuimali Ramirez. What a good little feint there. But Peters saw it rising, knew it wasn't gonna challenge her and let it go. 26 shots for Honduras. Group E consists of Cuba, Haiti, Honduras, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the British Virgin Islands. As it stands right now, Honduras would have 3 points, would still set them behind Haiti and Cuba, both with 6, getting 2 wins in their first 2 matches. Here comes the British Virgin Islands. Cox on the ball, on the dribble. Jasmine Cox couldn't connect with her front runner, Alicia King. Diaz gets shoved to the ground and will draw a foul. Help her team get numbers down the field. Ball bouncing, Peters misreads the first one. Brickwood helps her out twice. And Brickwood continues her run. Center back is out of position as she's making her way back now. Here's a touch by Haylock. Haylock just sitting in between the 2 center backs. Barbara Murillo, a yellow card in the first game. Near side. Murillo does enough to disrupt the run of Cox. We'll get our third substitution here. As Chuimali Ramirez will be replaced by Karen Valdez. Valdez, third substitution for Honduras, their second window. They've got 1 more available if need be and a couple of subs on hand. That's Alicia King for the British Virgin Islands, number 23. Moncada. Looking to find the nearest side. It gets deflected. And now British Virgin Islands. Not a very convincing clearance. Allows Honduras to pick the ball back up. Here they come. Deborah Tobias slips in Martinez. Gets deflected. No, it didn't. Goal kick. Peters finds space, and Diaz is the first player for either team to get there, but her header goes out of bounds, and British Virgin Islands will restart with a throw-in. It's Ariel Mohammed here on the throw, the captain for this British Virgin Islands squad. She's 16 years old. You're talking about building a program to have the leadership of a 16-year-old. Think of what that will do in the near future as she continues to have a lot of years available for her to get experience as she swipes at Moncada, and that'll be first yellow card of the game. Mohammed, not any complaints there. Just takes out the feet of Moncada, who, to her credit, tried to continue to run. She knew she had a lot of space in behind. Group E play here in the CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers. It's the start of the road to the 2023 Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. These qualifying teams looking to win their group, qualify for the Women's Championships in CONCACAF this summer in Monterrey. Honduras, set piece doesn't go on frame. It'll be a tough task for both of these teams to make it to that CONCACAF Women's Championship this summer, but not impossible. 2 more games for each squad after this. The winner of each group, this being Group E, advances to the championship as that shot from Diaz goes straight to Peters. One of the big pushes for CONCACAF back in 2019 when they rebranded CONCACAF Women's to CONCACAFW was get more games for a variety of countries in this region. And at the end of this year of 2022, the calendar year, there will be a total of 188 official women's matches in this region, really helping increase the competition. Not just the number of competitions, but the level on the pitch. As teams like the British Virgin Islands get to compete for the first time, trying to qualify for that championship this summer. Arzu, the goalkeeper for Honduras, hasn't had to do a lot. A few clearances here and there, and right there she connects to the far side, and here comes La H Femenina. It's Haylock on the dribble. Kendra Haylock has been so close all day, but no more. She makes it a goal. 75th minute, 3-0 Honduras. Haylock just dribbling on her right foot, taking all those touches, making it difficult. Every time she steps with her right foot, she takes a touch, so Peters is unsure. Will the next time her right foot comes up be a touch or a shot? Well, it was a shot. Ends up in the back of the net. Last substitution window here for the British Virgin Islands. Might have been a missed offside there. Haylock looked to be well beyond Keely Brickwood. That substitution will be Darcy Reich, who comes in for Alicia King. Up and over. Haylock heads it on. Murillo is playing center back for most of this game. Finds herself on the back line there. And fool Lizette Garcia once, but you can't fool her twice. Handball on Murillo there. Mohammed. Brickwood picks it up here. One back by Honduras. Diaz scored what stands as of now the game-winning goal. Far side. Lopez. Ooh. Tricked me because it looked like it came out of the net, which shouldn't be able to happen. But Lopez, the shot was so good, didn't only go in, it went out as well. Big smiles from Kimberly Lopez. She gets the ball here from Haylock, and a great shot from the far corner into the back post side netting. And Haylock celebrating as her teammate had a stunner of a goal. The 77th minute, Lopez makes it 4-0 Honduras. Martinez connects. There's Reyes. Now Valdez. Most recent goal scorer, Lopez. Too much up and over. Brittany Peters was the star of the show in the first 45. 9 saves, a couple of them diving and pushing up and over her net. As Sheik presses hard, trying to make something happen for the British Virgin Islands, and Darcy Reach just came in, deflects it out of bounds. Good look at Giselle Guzman. One of the substitutes in this match. Lopez. Can't get it before it goes out of bounds. For nothing here in Honduras, 81st minute. It's Martinez. Can't find a way through the back line. So a number of games now underway, 3 other ones in qualifying. Suriname 3-0 over Anguilla. It's not going to be offside. St. Kitts and Nevis are playing Curacao. That one just began. You see a couple of substitutions. It's going to be Murillo coming out, replaced by Kirillin Lopez. Tobias will come out as well. And Scarlith Mendez will replace her. All 5 substitutions used for Honduras. Good look at the offside on Valdez. Barbados already 1-0 up over Aruba. Toppin Herbert with a goal there in the 4th minute. Honduras trying to make it 5 to the newly substituted Lopez. Would have been a nice couple of first touches, finding the way in the back of the net. She pulled herself offside though. Did Kirillin Lopez. Lopez. Pushed out by Mohammed. Just over 7 left here. In San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Thanks for joining me. I'm Jordan Angeli. It's been a show from Honduras, 4-0. Over the visitors, British Virgin Islands. Brittany Peters, the goalkeeper. A plethora of saves for British Virgin Islands, but 4 of those shots for Honduras have found the back of the net. This one by Diaz up and over. Diaz scored from distance, the first goal of the game. Not much different from that one. Maybe a little farther out. This is Group E play. British Virgin Islands will play their next qualifying round starting April 6th. That shot goes off target for Honduras. April 6th, they'll be at St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And then on April 9th, just 3 days later, they'll host Haiti. Haiti is tied at the top of the group, Group E, with Cuba. Both 6 points on 2 wins, and both a +17 goal differential. As Valdez is offside once again. It's about 5 in the second half. It's a good line, a good step by the captain Mohammed to keep Valdez off. Peters. Cheek challenging for it. Can't win it, and here comes Honduras. The combination play broken up. Now Mohammed sends it out across the near sideline. I think Garcia. They will check the net. The net's supposed to be secured on all sides, so if the ball goes in, it stays in the goal. That's why I was a little confused on that last goal, honestly, by Kimberly Lopez. Because the ball was outside the net. It looked like it had gone up and over. Just hit off the backboard, the end board. That's the AR's job, one of their multiple jobs that they need to do before the game. They check to make sure the nets are secure and fastened. Doesn't look like he has enough stakes to make this fully secure, or they're in the ground, we'll see. He's trying his best out there. That goal, that is close to being offside. Kendra Haylock, happy it wasn't, but whew, tiptoeing that line. Challenge near side. Rijobert finds Cox and she dribbles out of danger. Rijobert can't get there, but it's enough to put pressure on Scarlett Mendez. One of the last substitutes to come in. Mohammed headed out by Lopez. Good pressure by Zina Cheth. Oh, might be an opportunity here. Chief, oh, almost in the upper 90. Can't believe it. Just a poor touch on the far side. Good pressure. It's Darcy Reach on the far side who did a really good job since she's come in to put high pressure on the back line. And that was the opportunity there for the British Virgin Islands to get one back. Dania Reyes on the ground inside the 18. For Honduras, as the fans have seen quite the show. 4 goals for the home squad. Reyes up and looks like she's going to be able to continue. Just walking around the back of the net. Diaz with the game-winning goal as is in the 27th minute. 20 minutes later, Moncada found the back of the net. Then 2 minutes apart, 75th minute and the 77th minute. Haylock and Lopez added 2 more, 4-0 Honduras. The 90th minute right now, probably have a couple minutes here added for stoppage time. 4 indicated by the 4th official, to be exact. Pressure again by the British Virgin Islands. Can they get one? Cheek. Challenge with Cox, and the ball finds half field, the foot of a Honduran player. Nice little flick there, Cheek running onto it. She's gonna pressure the goalkeeper. And Reach goes with her. Reach. Good pressure by number 8, Darcy Reach, the 16-year-old on the far side. A lot of youth on this squad. Honduras into the box. The first cross blocked. The second attempt saved by Peters and pushed over the end line by 16-year-old Zolita Bamford. It's good dribbling on the far side. That was Karen Valdez, one of the second half substitutes for Honduras. So in the 2nd minute of stoppage time. Ball into the mix. What a touch by Peters. I think everyone's clapping for that, including her back line. She's been so good. We could do just a highlight reel of Peters deflecting the ball up and over in these moments. Sprawled out afterwards, doing everything she can. She's been fun to watch. She has some more work here. Bamford heads it over. Corner kick for Honduras. 9th corner for them in this match. Total 34 shots. Ball sent in. Haylock gets it blocked. Kept in. The run by Valdez. She plays it up and over. Peters again. That's 13 saves now for Peters. What a showing by the 24-year-old goalkeeper for the British Virgin Islands. Last minute of stoppage time here at Estadio Francisco Morazán. Another corner. And Reach trying to argue that. It shouldn't be a corner kick, but it will be in the end. Cross. Save by Peters. Yeah, she's hugging that ball tight. 37 shots. 11 corner kicks. That was a good falling attempt by Martinez. Brittany Peters with the show in net for the British Virgin Islands, but besides the highlight reel, it's going to be a disappointing one for them as Honduras scores 4 goals in this one at home to get 3 points in Group E, the CONCACAF Women's Qualifying. So we'll be back with highlights from the 90 minutes here in Honduras just after this. "90 minutes are up here in Honduras, but it was a show by the home team, putting 4 up on the board against the British Virgin Islands. The first one, 27th minute, Kimberly Diaz off the half volley with her right foot, beat Brittany Peters, which proved to be a tough task in this one, as Peters was excellent in net. That would be it, 1-0 at halftime. In the second half, though, Linda Moncada was active right away, 47th minute. Put the ball in the back of the net. 38 total shots for Honduras. Of those, 15 of them being saved by Brittany Peters. So to get the ball past her was quite the task. But Moncada able to do it here in the 47th minute, 2-0 for Honduras. Then it was the Brittany Peters show. 15 saves for her, a number of them looking just like this, tipping them up and over the back of their net. Kendra Haylock, 75th minute, all by herself. Shouts for offside from the British Virgin Islands defenders. Doesn't get called, as she was close. But timed it right, according to the officials, and buries it near post past Peters, 3-0 Honduras. And then just some good defensive work on the far side. The substitute, Kimberly Lopez, gets the ball and takes a strike. The ball ends up on the outside of the net, and it's because there was the net had come off from the strike. Just ripping it far post. Pulls it off the stakes in the ground and makes it 4-0. Does the substitute Lopez. She gets a reaction from her teammate Kendra Haylock. Just impressed by the effort she gave. The British Virgin Islands almost got one back here with an opportunity late in the game. Zena Cheek with the pressure and help from number 8, Darcy Reck. But Honduras made it difficult. Peters was up to the task so many times in net for the British Virgin Islands. She stood her ground, made a number of saves. 15 saves by Peters, but 4 goals for Honduras. You get a look at all of the shots for the home squad. A couple of shots in favor of the British Virgin Islands. They had 1 yellow card, the captain, Ariel Mohammed. Possession nearly even. But at the end of this game, you'll talk about Brittany Peters, the goalkeeper for the British Virgin Islands, and you'll talk about the home team who got a good cheer from their fans in the crowd after that win, as Honduras takes this one at home. Second of the 2 games in this first match window for CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers. Both teams will be back in April to finish out Group E play. But for now, thanks for joining us for this CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers. I'm Jordan Angeli. It ends Honduras 4, British Virgin Islands 0.